In this video, we're going to be talking about QFactor. Please take a moment and consider subscribing to my channel, hit the bell icon, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much. A lot of people wonder what QFactor is and how it can benefit you and your Bikefit. QFactor is the distance between the outside of one crank arm to the outside of the opposite crank arm, not to be confused with stance width, which is the distance between your feet on the pedals. So with that being said, QFactor can vary from bike to bike. Obviously, a bike like a fat bike will have a wider QFactor because the crank arms will have to clear the much larger width of the chainstays. Conversely, an aero bike will have a much narrower QFactor. Other factors are bottom bracket design and crank arm design. A press fit bottom bracket will be narrower than an external threaded bottom bracket. Also, the cranks can change overall QFactor. I once had a power meter on the left crank arm of one of my bikes, and the crank arm was joggled, which widened my QFactor and overall stance width. This caused pain because this setup changed my symmetry, and I had to make adjustments to other parts of my bike to compensate for this. QFactor tends to fall roughly between 131 and 152 millimeters based on your setup for a road bike. There's been much debate on what the ideal QFactor is. A narrower QFactor has long been thought to make you faster, but gains have been either negligible or results being mixed. So with this being said, I think the best setting for QFactor, along with your stance width, is comfort. And from my research, the general consensus is that the narrower your QFactor, along with the narrow stance width, the faster and more aero you are. So without compromising comfort, I would shoot for the narrowest, most comfortable setting you can sustain pain-free, especially for longer rides. QFactor ties right along with stance width, so be sure you check out my video on stance width, which I will have out next week. Along with every part of a Bikefit, there's trial and error, so make small incremental adjustments every time you ride until you dial in your optimal setting. And of course, getting an expert Bikefit is highly recommended if you haven't done so already. So support your local bike shop and get a proper Bikefit for starters. Odds are you're gonna have to make tweaks from time to time, so hopefully this video helps. Be sure to stay tuned for my video on stance width and watch my other videos covering Bikefit, product reviews, and rides. Please support my channel by subscribing, giving me a thumbs up, sharing, and commenting. Thanks so much for watching. Take it easy.